Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Low High Graceful Fusion. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat. I'm not going to hold on for any of the motions, but there is a large balance challenge aspect to this workout. So if you're not great with your balance, you might want something to hold on to, maybe a chair. And also you might want to wear footwear. I'm just wearing my little ballet slippers, but you can actually wear normal trainers or sports shoes, which will help to give you a little bit more stability as well. Okay, no shame in holding on. We're going to try our best and look as graceful as possible, but if we wobble, that's totally fine because we're engaging more core muscles, right? There's going to be low impact but high intensity in this workout, so even though the motions are very flowing and dance-like and they seem to be so easy because they look so fluid, they will definitely get your heart rate up. So we're gonna aim on getting that heart rate up, aim on getting a good sweat on, and aim on getting those muscles burning. Are you ready? Okay, so I want you to start with your feet slightly turned out, a little bit wider than hip width, and all we're gonna do is a squat. So I just wanna show you the difference between a regular squat and then a kind of flowing, graceful squat. So down and up, whenever you do a squat, I want your weight in the heels. I want you to lean slightly forward, hinging at the hips with your tummy in and a flat back. Then when you come back up, squeeze your glutes on the way up and keep your knees soft at the top. 3 more like this, and we're gonna turn it into a bit more of a flowing squat. Last one. So now I want you to come down and point, down and point. So I'm coming into that same squat, I'm sweeping my arms, and as I'm coming up, I'm just pointing my toe, not lifting the leg, and immediately this looks so much more graceful, right? And if you want to, as you get warmer, make it bigger and maybe lean slightly to the side, slightly to the side. So getting those arms involved straight away increases that heart rate, right? Down and up, a few more like this. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Now we're going to do the same thing to a lunge. So just do a regular lunge, stepping behind, making sure you're keeping your feet behind or your knees behind your feet and your legs at approximately 90-degree angles, back and back. You can hinge slightly forward here. Once again, try to keep the weight in the heels because that will help you to protect your joints and it will also activate your glutes a bit more. 4 more like this, 3 more, 2 more, and you can use light hand weights if you want. Last one. Now, down and up with those arms. So you can see leaning forward and sweeping, forward and sweeping. Again, not much of a change, but aesthetically, it looks more graceful, right? So sweep and lift. Back and down. It's that high to low or low to high motion that gets the heart rate up. So imagine you're reaching for something and maybe really open through the chest at the top. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one. Now we're going to go for a curtsy lunge. Curtsy behind. So this time your feet are turned out. You're stepping behind with that nice diamond shape in between the legs. I'm just biceps curling my arms, going down, keeping my body quite vertical here. Tummy's in. And as I sink down, I'm thinking about sticking my hip out to the side. That's really going to activate those outer thighs and glutes as well as the hips. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one. Now we're going to go across and sweep. Across and sweep. Now try to make that transition more fluid. You're coming down and up and pushing across. Down and up, pushing across. And you can keep this as big or as small as you like, okay? If this is too much for you, just stick with those regular ones, or maybe just add the arms and don't add that push across. Push across, push across. So on the push across, I'm extending my other leg and I'm trying to point that toe and make it look as graceful as possible. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to come into a wide plie. So your feet are going to be very turned out, and we're just going to go down and up, down and up. Regular crossover arms. So now that you're a bit warmer, maybe sink lower. Make sure you're thinking about pressing your knees to the back and your inner thighs to the front. So slightly push your hip bones forward, squeeze your glutes, and keep that as low as you can, making sure your knees never go out over the toes. So you've got to have a wide stance. Down and up. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now to make this more dance-like, I want you to come down and arms go off to the side, off to the side. So you're kind of bending into it, bending into it. Now, maybe add that toe tap in, but this time staying in that wide position. Down and up, down and up. Come on, just floating those arms. The arms are really great for increasing your cardio factor. So even if you can only do smaller versions, try to use your arms in this. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Nice job. Just come into a side lunge, side to side. I'm picking up my heel a bit, and I'm reaching towards that toe with a flat back. Tummies are in, and you're sticking your butt out, trying to keep the weight in the heel as you push down there. Really have a wide stance, so you also feel your inner thighs stretching on the leg that is straight. A few more like this. Your heart rate should be up here, right? 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Now it's down and up, down and up. We're no longer picking up our heels. Down and up, sweep and center, sweep and center. Maybe really bend to the side now. Sweep and center, sweep and center. Come on, bend deep into it so you feel your glutes activating. Sweep and center. Are you feeling your waistline a little bit on that twist as well? 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Nice job. So now we're going to start with some little combinations, and we're going to stay on one side. So the first one is going to be that side lunge, and then we're going to pick up the knee, and a back lunge and pick up the knee. Okay, side lunge and knee, and back lunge and knee. And I'm going to just do it really nice and straightforward to start. And then we're going to make it a little bit more floating, but you don't need to do that, okay? Now the reason I'm reaching down as low as I can, which means as low as you can, doesn't have to be all the way to the floor, is because I want to make sure I'm really getting into that glute, especially of that supporting leg. 2 more, and back, and this is the last one. And back. Now we're just going to bring our arms across, and then through here, and then tap down and through here. So it's across, open, holding that balance, coming down, and then across figure 8 arms. So across and open. It's kind of like a figure 8 sweep, then down, figure 8. Now if the arms put you off, don't do it. And if you're wobbling like me, you're doing it right. Across and open, around, down and around. Across and open. Just do a version of this. Around, down and back down. Open, around, back and around. Open, around, back and around. How about 2 more sets? Open, around, back and around. Remember to get really low with a flat back. Back and around. So I was wobbling all over the place in that, and that is totally fine. So we've done this one, and we're going to go into another one straight away. I want you to cross over, open the leg, cross behind. Open the leg, cross over, open the leg, cross behind. So we're tapping down again as far as you can, keeping it very simple with that tummy in and that flat back, and really sinking low into the heel of the leg that's in front. So it's this one, and then it's this one. And this leg here is straight, and it's moving, sweeping through the air. 2 more like this. Front and back. 1 more set. Front and back. Now we're going to incorporate the arms. Open out. Open out, very simple. Front sweep, back sweep. Now those arms help to increase the challenge in the balance, right? Because you are no longer just keeping them in a nice safe area close to your body. You are now flapping those wings, trying not to fall over. Pick a focal point and just stick with it. Front and sweep, back and sweep. Try and get low with that back leg. All the way out. 3 more. Front and sweep, back and sweep, front and sweep, back and sweep. And this is where you can all hold on with one hand. Last one and last one. Awesome job. Come back into a wide plie and just pulse down, and we're going to go across and open, across and open. So little pulse in the legs, bend into it with your side body, and bring your arms behind your head, behind your head. So you're bending directly to the side, not forward or back. You're trying to keep your shoulders down, and you're reaching with those fingertips. Really bend into it. It will activate your obliques and that muffin top area. 3 more, and 2, and last one. Now we're going to do that similar move that we did before, but we're going to go all the way down and then open through the chest. This top arm crosses over, open through the chest. And you're keeping your legs in that plie position, activating your inner thighs and your glutes, making sure that you've got a nice wide stance and pulsing into that. 4 more like this. Open through the chest. 3, 2, and last 1. And guess what? We're going to the other side. So we're going to do the lunge with the knee up, with the back lunge, with the knee up. So it's side and front, back and front. Side, knee up, back, knee up. So I'm really tipping from my hips as I go back. The weight is in the front heel. So that's where the work is. It's not in the back leg like a traditional lunge. We're really going wide here, transferring our weight. And if you're on carpet and you're wearing these shoes, which I am actually regretting now, you will be wobbling. So hold your belly button into your spine, pick a focal point in front of you. I'm staring at the camera, trying not to deviate that, and it will really help you. 2 more like this, then we're going to add those sweeping arms. Back and up. This is the last time. Back and up. Now, do you remember? It's a sweeping arm and like a figure 8. It's a down and a figure 8. It's a open it up, figure 8. It's a step back, figure 8. Open and up, back and in. So your knee kind of comes slightly to the side there. Okay, like slightly across the body rather than straight ahead. And if you really find this difficult, then get a chair, place it to the side here, and hold on with one hand. I'm going for it, even though I know I'm wobbling a lot, because this is my weaker side, but I'm trying my best. And if I miss an arm sweep like I just did, or if I miss a leg, that's okay. We just keep going. Sweep it, back and in, sweep it. Come on, 3 more. Sweep it, back and in, and 2. Sweep it, back and in, and last one. Sweep it, back and in. Okay, back to that front, leg raise, back. Side and front, side and back. So once again, think about your positioning. Your feet are turned out here. Your leg is going directly to the side with the kneecap to the front. You're transferring your weight to the heel of this leg and then the heel of this leg. Touch down if you can to help you get low each time. Okay, it's just a reference point. Maybe you're tapping your knee, maybe you're tapping your ankle, or maybe you're tapping the floor like me. Front and side. Come on, a few more. Then we're going to make it more sweeping. 3, and back. 2, and back. Get ready for the balance challenge, and back. So now just sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out. And you know what's great about doing these sort of motions where you really have to concentrate? You're forgetting how much it's really burning and how high your heart rate is, right? Or at least I'm hoping that you're forgetting it. Probably not. Is your sweat dripping yet? Mine is. Come on, and it's winter here in Australia. Not that it gets very cold, but my heart rate is high. 4 more, and front and side. 3 more, and front and side. 2 more, and front and side. Last one, and front and side. Yay, we're done with that one. Now we've got a combination where we are going to go into a down dog. If you have weak wrists, you may want to elevate this. So we're coming into a nice down dog position where our arms and our feet are about hip width apart. We're going to come forward with the front leg, and we're going to lift that back leg and then come back and lift the front leg. Hello, Minnie. So that's all we're doing for now. Changing which leg we're raising. No, you know that's naughty. You know that's naughty. Stop. She always does this when I'm in a vulnerable position and I can't get to her. She's not allowed to scratch that sofa and she knows it. So it's up glute raise, down dog glute raise. 2 more like this, and back. Last time, she's so naughty. And back. Now we're going to add on. We're going to come up, do the glute raise. Then we're going to raise up and bring our foot to the back of our knee. Extend and down. Raise this one, come forward, raise it. Come up, extend and down. Raise this one, come forward, raise it. Then stand up, extend and down. Okay, now flow with me. Forward. Raise first, stand up, extend and down. Squeeze that glute, step forward. Raise first and back down. So as I said, if you need to, this is the time to hold on with one hand. And if you need to, this is the time to maybe get some yoga blocks. Or you might want to use a sofa, like elevate your hands on the sofa. Extend and down. Come on, raise it, step forward, squeeze it. Do not miss out on the glute raises. Squeeze your glute, step forward, squeeze your glute, and then here you're kind of doing a little mini bounce in that supporting leg, and that is helping you to activate so many more muscles. I really shouldn't be looking around the room when I'm trying to balance. Extend in and down. Come on. 3 more. Raise first. In, extend, and down. 2 more. Come up first. I keep having to say come up first because I want to go straight up into the standing one. Last one. Raise it. In, extend, in, and down. Guess what? We're coming into a plank. We're just going to raise and raise and raise and raise. Come on, squeeze your glute. Up and up. You can do this on your forearms and up. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Guess what? We're doing this to the other side. Sweat is pouring. Come into that down dog position first, and we're going to just do the raise, step forward, raise. Okay, come with me. Raise, step forward, raise. So really try to keep that glute contracted, getting that leg up as high as you can. Raise, step forward, raise. It doesn't matter if you step forward parallel or if you have your foot turned out a little bit. We're going to change this and add in that extra balance challenge in 4 more. And it's backing up. 3, backing up. If this is not hard enough, add some ankle weights. 2, backing up. Last one, backing up. So just start with this one. It's up, it's step forward. First the raise, then the stand with your leg behind, extend and down. Raise it, step forward, raise. In, out, in and down. Raise it. Step forward, raise. In, out, in and down. Hopping a little bit can sometimes help you to get your balance in and down. I'm trying to turn so you can see all the different angles. In, out, in and down. And I'm trying not to fall over because as I'm turning, I'm unbalancing myself. Out, in and down. Showing you that even I'm only human. In, out, in and down. Come on, it's up and forward. It's raise and up, in, out, in and down. Squeeze that glute. Sit forward and squeeze. In, out, in and down. 3 more. Up and in, in, out and down, up and in, out, in and down. This is the last one. Up, in, out, in and down. Now plank it and raise it, raise it, raise it. If this is too much, come down here. I get it. It's tough. If you need to go on your elbows, go on your elbows. Just squeeze that leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more on the floor. I'm going to give you a tiny micro break in a child's pose with 1 deep breath. So come down here, deep breath in, breathe out and armpits to the floor. Okay, that was enough. Right, we're going on our back and we're going to do some lovely inner thigh sweeps to start. So I want your legs up in the air, your tummy's in, so you're pushing your spine into the mat, your arms are by your side. Now turn out your feet so that your toes are pointed and your heels are together. I want you to come down and flex. Now I want you to open all the way, okay? So you actually are just allowing your legs to flop open. Then from here, point back up. So it's down and flex, point back up. I want a little tiny bounce, bounce, point back up. Bounce, bounce, point back up. So you're allowing your legs to fully open before you're getting your inner thighs to pull together to pull your legs back up, point back up. Bounce, bounce, point back up. Come on, bounce, bounce, point back up. So you should feel how much harder that is than if you were just to go to maybe a low point, keeping those muscles under tension and coming back up, because you're allowing it to completely drop open. It means you're at your bottomest position, okay? So this is a trick. If you have ankle weights as well, this is a trick to make it so much tougher. Bounce, bounce, and up. Just 2 more. Bounce, bounce, and up. Last time. Bounce, bounce, and up. Now come into a side lying position where your hips are stacked, your elbow is underneath your shoulder, your tummy's in, you can put the other hand in front for balance. Either keep both legs straight or you can bend the bottom leg to make it slightly easier. I'm going to keep both straight and I'm going to elevate, slightly hover this leg. I'm going to press my fingertips into the mat. I'm going to come forward and I'm going to come back and up. I'm going to come forward, back and up. Now when I come back and up, I lean my body forward so I can get even larger range of motion. Forward, back and up. Forward, back and up. That other leg is contracted, it's straight, and it's elevated. If you cannot keep it there, then just bend it or just put it on the ground. And up. 4 more like this, sweeping it. 3, up. 2, come on, hips to the front. Don't turn your hips out. Last one. Now we're going to go forward. We're going to open side and up. Sweep it forward. Your whole body turns. You open one leg to the back and up. It's forward, open side and up. Forward first. I'm still keeping this leg hovering. Open side and up. Forward, fall to your back, open one leg and up. The other leg, this leg here, is going center and going back down. Forward, open side and up. This is core work. Open side and up. Come on, you can do it. If you can't do it, then just stick with those front and back ones we did earlier. Open side and up. 2 more. Forward. It's actually not a hard move. It's just a bit tricky on the brain. This is the last one. We're going to come back down. Keep this leg up and just the back leg, front and back. Front and back. So you're coming down to the front, down to the back. Now anchor your arms, anchor your abs. Let that leg drop all the way to the bottom. Remember what we talked about. Do not keep it under tension. Flop it down and then up. Flop it down and then front. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Now here, just tiny ones. And now to activate the core, get it down. If you want to add in the upper abs, hands by the ears. Beat those feet. Keep them turned out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, same thing. Come into that side lying position. Everything's stacked. You've got your elbow underneath your shoulder. Important, don't slouch, push out of the shoulder. Tummies are in. Fingertips press into the ground. If you're with me, hover the bottom leg. It's forward and back. Forward and back. So I'm dropping my chest in order to get my glute squeeze in at the back. And I'm really trying not to move this hovering leg. I'm trying to keep it under constant tension, as straight as possible, and hovering off that mat. Okay, that's what's going to give you so much more core activation, just by keeping that leg. Because you're using your core, you're using your leg, everything is firing. 4 more, and up. 3, come on, raise it at the back. 2, and last 1. Now we're doing that move where we're going to go forward. We're going to do like a cartwheel almost. We're going to drop the back leg and come back up and forward. Then we're going to shoot it forward a bit more. We're going to drop it open, come back up and shoot it forward. So this leg is always a little bit crossed in front of the other one, and then it's even further forward, okay? It's up and out, up and forward, shoot it forward. Come on. And open that leg out to the side as much as you can. Let it drop open, come back up, and kick it. So make sure that you're getting your alignment again. So when you're here, you're pushing out of that shoulder, okay? You're using your core. You're coming back up and forward. And I'm keeping that hover in the bottom leg. And guess what? My inner thigh is feeling this hover. Is yours? Out and up. 2 more. Forward, cartwheel down, all the way down. Come back up. And this is the last time. All the way down, all the way up and forward. And now we're going to lie back down and we're just doing the back leg. So we're going to let it drop all the way and then forward, drop all the way, come behind. So in front and behind that static leg. The static leg, you're pointing it, you're keeping it turned out, and you try not to move it. Tough, right? And you are opening that moving leg all the way to the side, then pushing up, using your inner thighs. Activate your inner thighs to pull you back into position. Out and front, out and back. Come on, nearly done with this stuff. Nearly done. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one, and guess what? Back to those little baby ones. And I'm going to activate my upper abs by pulling my belly button in, lowering my legs, and then lifting my shoulders. Come on, little ones, just switch. And make sure your feet are turned out. Switch, switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it up. We are finished. That was quick, right? That last little bit on the mat didn't seem like much, but it was a good 10 minutes of mat work there, nearly 10 minutes. So push your knees down, open up, push your knees to the floor, or as low as you can get them. We're just opening through the hips, opening through the inner thighs. We did a lot of inner thigh work. Now, instead of having them really close to you, bring them further in front so it's more of a diamond shape, and then slightly lean forward. Maybe press down on that knee area there. And as you come forward and you press down with your elbows, you actually feel like a hip opening or a release in the back here where your glutes are. So this is a stretch that we don't usually do, but it's a good one. Now I want you to get the actual glutes by stacking your knees, sitting on your butt cheeks, and then trying to keep them pressed together. Now this hurts for me already because all week I've been doing ankle weight workouts and my butt and my outer thighs are so sore. So I can't even lean forward much, but if you can lean forward, do it. You just want to feel that stretch in your glutes. Feels so good, but so painful at the same time. Okay, now open out, but keep one leg in, and we're just going to go over. And then I'm going to weave this hand underneath here, and I'm going to reach that way. So as I'm pushing down on that shoulder, I'm getting a bit of a shoulder stretch. At the same time, I'm stretching the side body. And then come back up, and we're just going to switch that up, leaning over to the side. So once again, same side body stretch. And then just weave that hand underneath and lean over. And you want to try to get your elbow to the ground, even if you need to help yourself, like support yourself a little bit with your fingertips. And then just bring your legs in front and lean your upper body towards your thighs. Flex and point through your feet. And then we're going to lie sideways and we're going to bring that heel to the glute to stretch the front of our thighs. This one always feels good. And while you're there, just cross that leg over, hug it in, and then twist away from it. And then we're doing the other side. So come back to side lying, pull that heel in, and then push your hip to the front and push your top of your foot into your palm. And then sit up, cross that leg over, hug it in, sit up really nice and tall, and then just turn towards the back. Sit cross-legged, interlace the fingers, come up, pushing overhead, little side to side, come out to the sides and behind, and pull your arms up to the back. Just rotate through the neck a little bit. Nod your head, and then turn it side to side. Roll those shoulders, and we are done. Now, even though it was flowing and it was challenging on the balance, I'm sure you still felt that sweat, that high intensity heart rate. Even though we weren't jumping, we're keeping everything low impact. That low to high motion really helps you to torch calories. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.